Welcome, my friends, to Cuentame USA with Moncho Camaro. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Alyssa Galvan. Galvan for the Spanish-speaking friends.
Yes.
Galvan. Galvan.
Yes.
I'll say Galvan. For- She's a singer, songwriter, guitar player. Uh, she, along with his partner Mateo, how do you say perfetti? Perfetti?
Yes. Perfect.
Yeah. They just released their album called Tidal Faces a couple days ago on Friday.
Yep.
Just came out. So how are you feeling? Are you relieved that the album is now out?
Definitely, because we've been working on it for a long time now, and it's the biggest project that we've done, the biggest album. So it's very cool to finally be able to share it with everybody to show that we have been doing something.
No, I know you've been doing a lot of work lately from what I've been following your Instagram account.
Yeah.
So and YouTube, you got a nice YouTube channel with all those short videos.
Oh, yes.
Really cool
Yeah.
videos I've been watching. So
Thank you.
yeah, so I yeah, just to be sincere with my viewers and listeners, I came across their project. I don't know, maybe 3, 4 months ago. I don't remember, more or less. And the first thing I listened to was her first album, the acoustic album. I didn't listen to the previous one, to Darling.
Yes.
I listened to the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that one's an old one
Very,
now.
yeah, very acoustic, only guitar.
Yes.
And then when I went and listened to the other one, I was surprised. I was like, this, it's not like it has nothing to do with the other one, but it's very different. So, and this new one is even more, uh, I really enjoy it more than any of the other two. That's big.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Everything is being developing really well for them, seems like. So,
Thank you.
if you don't mind, we're going to talk about the album itself and the songs and everything. But I just want to go back a little bit, like I usually do, and find out about their beginnings. Not like she's like ready to retire or anything. She's really young, so there's so many years going ahead for her and Mateo. But if we go back just a couple years, not that long ago, because of your accent, it feels like you're more French than from Missouri. I don't know, from
Yeah, I'm
Joplin, Missouri. Oh, how do you say
definitely
Missouri?
Joplin.
Missouri? Missouri?
Missouri is
Missouri is
what I
fine.
say. But
Uh,
yeah, no, not French. Just been living here for a while, so I think it's slowly
yeah, it keeps
sinking
like
in.
you're really American in disguise right now. It's really
Yeah.
hard to point out where you're from right now.
Oops.
But you're from Joplin, I think, Missouri.
Yes.
It's not a small town. It seems like it's a quite a city, no?
It's pretty small. It's
It
not
is.
not super small, but I think like 60,000 people,
No, it's
something
60,000.
around there. Yeah.
Yeah. And for some reason, I don't know. You you're a young musician, but you started quite you were like a teenage, less than a teenager. I don't know. How old were you when you decided I really enjoy listening to music. I want to be one of them.
I think like 12. I got my first guitar at 10 or 11, and I was playing just that first. And then I started trying singing and writing songs in my room. And when I was 13, I had my first gig, but I was playing open mics at 12. And that's kind of when I was like, I really like this. Like, this is what I want to do.
But had the family anything to do with that? Do you have any relatives that they were into music or playing instruments or anything, or it just came out of yourself like this is what I
Well,
like? I don't know.
my parents loved music. There weren't musicians themselves. There's no musicians in my family. I mean, they play maybe just for fun, like piano or something. but
Hmm.
nothing serious. But I grew up with great music all the time, all kinds of music.
Hmm.
So basically, I just loved music and I wanted to play guitar. And
Hmm.
once I played guitar, my parents were very, very supportive, and I just
Wow.
wanted to keep doing that. So they helped me find what I can do to
Yeah.
show my
Your
myself.
talents. Your
Yeah.
talent. Yeah. Well, like I said, I follow you on YouTube, and I saw all those the first videos that you published.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
They're quite very interesting to me, because there's a big jump. No, it's not a jump, but the way you sang those songs, uh, but not like because I was watching the background and seeing all those posters, all those great musicians and bands. I was seeing like behind you, like a Velvet Underground, Andy Warhol,
Yes.
and David Bowie and Iggy Pop and all those uh, artists from the late, Velvet Underground is like 60s and 70s, but
Yeah.
on the other, like David Bowie, like 70s, 80s, and 90s or whatever, and Sonic Youth. I don't know, remember seeing that.
Yep. Sonic Youth was
I'm
there.
like, I'm like, how did she get into this kind of music at your own? It's like very hard for me. It's like maybe if she had like 2000s or 2010s uh, albums or bands, but these are further, back. I don't know. For me, it was a little. She was doing a Patti Smith cover also. So
Yes.
it's like, how does she follow all these great artists from years back? She's so young and she gets into this kind of music. For me, it's like, it doesn't make, a connection for some reason. Maybe there are a lot of albums in her house from that era, like cassettes and CDs, or I don't know. But how do you get into that music? It's not what you were listening on the radio, I guess, or on TV,
No,
or
no, not on the
no,
radio.
no.
No, actually, because like I said, my parents listened to lots of music, but they weren't as familiar or as into the artists like you listed, like Velvet Underground, stuff like that. It was me actually. I was 12 and I had just heard Raw Power from the Stooges, Iggy Pop,
Yeah.
and it changed my life. I listened to this. I was like, whoa, this is not like anything I heard. It opened me to a world of music that I didn't know. And finding Iggy Pop naturally led me to Lou Reed, who is one of my absolute favorites. So the Velvet Underground. There's
Hmm.
Patti Smith. She's a hero of mine as well. And then kind of when I dove into this 60s, 70s, almost punk, rock and roll world, it led me to post punk, a lot of new wave. I was
Hmm.
super, super love new wave,
Yeah.
goth wave, things like that. And then every genre, I just went through it. I was like, oh, I found this, so there's got to be more that I don't know. So
Hmm.
I researched everything, which punk led me to blues music
Yeah.
as well. So I just found an album at the record store, kind of like an old school story, and it was
Yeah.
Iggy Pop, and the cover was awesome. So I listened to it, and it, bam.
I was think for me it was very. I was surprised. I don't remember if the cover you made of Free Money. You look like Taya Wilcox. I don't know if you know who she is.
Oh
Taya
yeah,
Wilcox. Your
yeah.
hair. She's like Robert Fripp's wife.
Yes, okay, yeah, I see. I remember the video now.
Like, but the way you were singing, it was like a lot of blues and soul feeling, So there was
Yes.
something there that it wasn't like really harsh punk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if.
Yes, yeah. I've always been towards the more soul and blues for my own performances, my own music.
Yeah, yeah, it's very, very strange. I'm an old guy. What can I say? But when she mentions the CBGBs and Max, Kansas City, and all those spots, you know,
Yeah.
for me, I went to CBGB so many times. I
Oh
never met.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, of course. I was into hardcore and
Ooh,
all those bands.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
me too. So that's wow, I'm jealous.
The the Mud Club and all those, but
Yeah.
in New York, I never went to Max because they closed in 19. I don't remember 83. No, 82 probably around
Yeah,
there.
they closed pretty early compared to the
Early, and
other.
I was thinking, I didn't have the time that, so I missed that one. But I used to go to all those clubs and all those. Yeah, I saw Young Kale, I saw Sonic Youth, all those bands, the Cramps.
Really?
Oh, of course,
Wow.
yeah,
Oh, do you say the Cramps?
of like
I love the Cramps.
maybe
Poison
five times.
Ivy.
I think five
Really?
times. I was crazy. I
I
love that.
absolutely love the Cramps. One of my
Yeah,
favorite.
yeah. So but what am I talking about me? So tell me, so after you released your first album, your solo album, I guess, uh, you also play in another band in Missouri, right? I don't know for how long it was. Uh, the Pink, I don't know how to say, Amoeba, is that what it is?
Amoebas, yep, the pink amoebas.
Okay, so who are those people? And were they like your neighbors or were they people in school? Who were they?
Well,
That I don't know.
actually, it was there the main guy, it was the guitar player. His name is Pamu Rufio.
Okay.
And it was me and him. He was a local in Joplin, like producer and sound engineer recording, and he has his own studio. And I met
Mm,
him through a friend when I did my first album. When I was doing stuff, he didn't actually do my album, but he helped me and worked with me.
mm,
And eventually we lived very close, and we became friends and stuff. So we were like, what if we do we want to do a surf punk project. That's what we wanted to do. So
mm,
when we were not recording my solo stuff, we were writing songs, and it came up with the Pink Amoebas. And the other two members in the band is actually John on drums. It was
mm.
Pamu's brother. And
Okay.
we had a bassist, and it was Logan. And Logan, he's actually played in a lot of country bands, but he also loved some alternative music. So they
Huh.
happened to live there and know him, and we all just kind of connected in the local scene, and it came up with this thing that none of us normally would have done. We were all playing country music and blues music, and so we wanted to
Hmm.
do something different.
So it's like a collaboration with local musicians for you.
Yeah, it kind of came just like we spent I think a year actually writing these songs, me and Pamu,
Hmm.
just as they came, because we didn't know if it was going to be anything serious, and we just added our friends. We were like, hey, we need a band for this. We're going to play one live show or some things. So, and then it ended up being perfect. But it was kind of a duo at first as well. It was me and
Hmm.
Pamu doing those songs. So.
Hmm. So do you play, I guess, a lot of local shows all in the state of Missouri?
Yes, especially when I was living there, I was playing a lot of solo shows,
Okay.
mostly kind of around the four-state area, so Missouri and everything that connects.
Hmm.
And when I was a part of a blues program in Clarksdale, Mississippi, we would
Hmm.
travel and play a part of those too. So
Hmm. So did you publish any albums or did you just singles? Just put out singles? How?
for with the Pink Amoebas, we have
Yeah.
one album that we
Hmm.
did that
Hmm.
it's and then that's it. One album and done.
And then you're
But I
done.
love this album. It was fun. It was a fun
I have
group.
to listen. I don't know if I'll be able to find it somewhere, I guess.
Yes, it should be on like
Uh,
Spotify,
Oh
Apple
yeah?
Music,
Okay, I
things
missed
like
that one.
that.
So tell me about that transition. And it's not a transition, but it's like from being like a not a rocker or whatever, but you got like a specialty for you, like into blues and soul and all those female performers from the 20s, 30s, 40s. I don't know. Um, you mentioned a lot of the big girls, big Mama Thornton. She's
Yes.
very popular. Our Texas blues singer, R&B, and Rosetta Tharpe. All those really old timers. A lot of people, especially young people, they don't know who they are. They don't know. It's like I think both passed away about the same age, maybe 50s, not 57, 58,
Yeah,
59. They both almost passed the same. How old are they? I
I
think
think something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
they weren't that old. But yeah, you got into those type of performers. The first time I heard you sing, you sounded to me like you were like at least 40 years old. The way you were singing, that's impossible that she's so young and singing this way. I don't know. But so you got into those that music, those people have like a very vigorous voice, very powerful woman.
Yes, definitely.
So yeah, I guess you did a lot of reading, a lot of uh, trying to find information about themselves and the way they're. I don't know. Uh,
Yes, yeah, a lot of research on the women especially to
yeah,
look up to.
yeah. And during that time, you were already writing your own songs, your lyrics and stuff. How old were you the first time you wrote something that really you really thought this is like looks really good? I think I did a good job in the writing. Always like, I don't know, let's put it aside or throw it in the garbage and try it again.
Ooh, that's a good question because I first was writing songs when I was as soon as like 12. I was already writing songs, but I remember my first song was when I was 12 where I was like, okay, this is a song like it's not like I feel like this is pretty good. And
Hmm.
obviously for years after that I was like, I don't want to listen to that song because it was my first song, but looking back at it now, I'm pretty proud of it, but in those early years, it was more hard for me to write songs because I felt like I was trying to sit down and write a song. And for me, when I try and sit down and write a
Okay.
song, it's not natural. It doesn't just come. And now I can just be, like drinking a glass of water and a song comes and
Yeah.
so it comes. And now it's much more, I write all the time and much more naturally and authentically
You're
to
more
me.
relaxed, I guess. You're
Yes,
not
yes.
pushing it like I have
Exactly.
to
I'm not
write.
putting myself in a box. I have to write about this. I have to write right now. It's
Right.
just totally free. So I
Mm.
write more often now and more, I think when I was like 15 is when I really finally was like, oh, I don't need to put myself in a box. I can just write when it comes. So
Mhm. So you don't have a list of themes you want to talk about, like I want to write about this, or I want to write about this other thing. No.
not necessarily. Sometimes there will be things that I'm like, okay, this has really inspired me, or I saw something, it's like this kind of idea did inspire me. And sometimes, yes, like there's a song on the
Mm.
new album called Change, and
Okay.
this was one that came from like, okay, I want to write about this
Mm.
because it was on my mind.
Right, right. Sounds good. Makes sense. So tell me about the first time you met Mateo, because you both come from different, I don't know, worlds, but
Yeah.
cultures, we could say. Uh, U.S. and France, because he's from France, right?
Yes.
Southern France.
Yes.
So,
We,
so you met him in the U.S. or in
yep,
France?
in USA.
The USA.
The
So
very first.
what was he doing around your area? Where was this?
Well, we met in Clarksdale, Mississippi.
Okay.
There is a Pine Top Perkins Foundation. It's a foundation made by Pine Top Perkins, the famous blues piano player,
Mm-hmm.
and it's for young musicians to connect and meet and play blues. So we learn from blues legends and pioneers. Like there's Bob Margolin, who played 10 years with Muddy Waters Band.
Mm-hmm.
There's Bob Stroger, who played with all of the old blues greats. He's the oldest living bass player. There's a lot of great people here. So we both went here. He was an exchange student from France. He came with France Blues, and
Mm.
they sponsored him to come. And we kind of met while doing the jam. And he spoke no English. So we
Mm.
had to use our phone to translate in the
Yeah.
beginning. But
Wow.
that's how we met playing blues at this camp.
Wow. Hmm. So when was the first time you ever played together? Was that same year or
It was actually the same day we
same
had
day?
met.
Hmm.
We They do a jam and they just throw you on stage, so we had to just play on the moments. And I remember I saw him and I was like, "Whoa." And then I talked to him and I realized, "Oh, he's not
He's
he doesn't speak English. He's from somewhere else." And then I was fascinated by that, and slowly we connected online. And then France Blues actually had invited me to start a group to tour in Croatia and France. And so that's when we had re-met, and he had worked on his English, so we were able to connect. So, and it's
Hmm.
been together
But
since.
this is like really like a speed dating. It's very fast. Everything went like
Yeah,
fast, so fast.
it was fast, but I think it's when you know, when something works. And we played music.
Something
We were
clicked.
living together for a while
Yeah.
because we were playing music in a band, and we traveled different countries together playing this music, and it worked, and we wanted to do our own thing together and realized that we match really well for what we do. We work together well, and it naturally just unfolded, I guess.
So you're based in France right now?
Right now we are. We go back and forth. We did a tour with my four-piece band,
Hmm.
and we played in USA and did some shows, but right now we've been in France and having a lot of good opportunities here. So
Yeah, it seems like you were doing really well over there.
I
Well,
think so.
yeah, like being a couple, I guess, has a lot of influence in your music. Did your music, the way you see music, change after you met him, or no?
Hmm. Um, I think in maybe different ways, like when it comes to songwriting and stuff like that. And I had never really done a lot of work with somebody else when it came to writing and arranging my songs.
Hmm.
So I had to kind of give a piece of my song and freedom to Mateo because he arranges. So I write the songs
Right.
and he arranges them, and I give him total space to do that. But in the
Hmm.
beginning, it was strange for me because it was always me who did that, and to have somebody else sprinkle some magic on it, I think that changed to give a
Hmm.
part of myself
Right.
essentially to somebody else and trust them with it, and make something new.
Thing is really working out well. Does he have any input in your lyrics, like telling you things that like you want to change these couple sentences or words or verses, or he's like, whatever she does is all right with me.
As of right now, he doesn't necessarily give any input on the lyrics in the way of like suggesting a new lyric, but
Mm,
sometimes I will share with him, and
mm,
he will say, "Oh yeah, it sounds good here," and things like that. I think he's a little bit shy still with his English for
mm.
making a sentence on his own, for writing something.
Okay.
He loves to do the music to make it big, to do something big with it.
So if you ever sing in French, maybe he'll be involved a little more. If you were,
Maybe he
yeah,
will try and write the lyrics more
yeah,
if
yeah,
it's
yeah.
French.
Just keep writing in English so he doesn't bother you.
Yes.
So when do you write? When you write, you prefer being by yourself, or it doesn't matter if people is like around, or you prefer being by yourself in a room, or
I
where?
think I prefer more by myself, or if it's with anybody, it's with Mateo.
Hmm.
But I think it's a little bit more natural because indirectly I put up a wall. If I'm with other people, it's like a strange situation for me. And when I'm alone, I can
Hmm.
just write and do whatever. So if it sounds bad at first and I need to tweak it or something, I can.
Hmm.
So I think I like to be alone because everything just comes out more.
Hmm. Are there any like music that you really enjoy, album and artist that Mateo really hates or dislikes, or
Oh,
yeah,
tons. I think there's
tons.
a
Yeah.
because we're perfect because I'm very vintage. I come from a punk world. I was super into to hardcore and punk and things like that. And
Right.
he loves more of the 80s pop. Like his hero is Michael Jackson. My
Oh,
hero
okay.
was Iggy Pop. That was
Very
two
different.
different worlds.
Yeah.
So we've actually shown each other. It's very cool because we connect in a lot of genres and a lot of artists, but there's a lot that we had to show each other. So I slowly showed
Hmm.
him a lot of the old school rock and roll and stuff that like Iggy Pop that he wasn't familiar with, and showed him this that he would have been standoff like no. and now it starts to open his mind a little bit more. And the same with me. There's a lot of 80s pop records that I had never really listened to, and he showed me them, and I like them now. So we showed each other
Yeah,
on different levels,
yeah,
different things
yeah,
that we would have never liked, but
yeah.
we opened our mind to it.
That's good. Yeah, it's beautiful. He's classically trained, right? He has an academic background in music.
Yeah, he has an academic background in music, and he's a classically trained violin player, actually.
Oh,
That's
really?
something a lot of people don't know, but he was classically trained on his violin.
Will there be
And
any violence in the future recordings, maybe?
I think there will be.
That would be great. Seems like to
I
be.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, new. And he plays bass also, I think. I think
Yeah,
I
he
heard play
plays
bass.
bass, and in our group he in what we do, he's mostly on the keyboard. That's where he likes to be. So
Hmm. Who's the most perfectionist of the of the projects? You or is
it's
Mateo?
it's him, I would say. I would
Yes.
say Mateo is a little bit more of the perfectionist, and maybe
Hmm.
maybe it's his classically trained background that makes him. But
Yeah. Well, I've been listening to Faces for the last couple days, and it's I could say for me it's much more refined, I guess, than the previous album. Darling is it moves I guess in the same direction musically, but it's more instrumentation. I think it's very much like I said, more refined. And I enjoyed the whole album. I mean, I didn't, there are specific songs that like more than others, but I listen to the whole album all the time. I just don't listen to one song and forget it. So it's something that different moods. Like you got soul, you got disco there, you got blues. There are some very upbeat songs, a couple that are a little not as um, the way you write is it's not like specific straight love songs, but it's a lot of the it's complicated love. I don't know how to say it. Sometimes,
yeah, there's some of that. There's also like a theme on the new album. For instance, Faces
yeah.
is about that. The song, it's more of like almost complicated, but in yourself. So
Hmm.
kind of like the relationship that you may have with yourself is what I wrote this song
Hmm.
about feeling contradicted
Yeah.
and who I am or what I do. That was the theme for that. And I think a lot of the songs kind of have that theme of the self and understanding who you
Hmm.
are.
Hmm. And three of those songs were like remakes of the previous album
Yes.
because like I don't remember. Well, yeah, I remember the songs. "Guilty by Design." That song
Yes.
was well. I always heard it on YouTube. You play it live, so I heard that one.
Yeah.
"Good Feeling" is the other song, and "Turning Blue," one of my
Yep.
favorite ones.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
So those three songs, they were remakes. They sound different, very different. Uh,
Yes, that's because this new album we collaborated with a guy that we know from Paris. His name is Jean-François Berger,
okay, yeah.
and he is a producer in Paris. And he saw what we did because he has known Mateo's family for a little bit, and we re-met him and we gave him our album as a chance. And he
Hmm.
actually listened to it because he works with a lot of very well-known French musicians and stuff. So we didn't think anything of it, but he called us and he said,
Hmm.
no, it's good. There's something. So he kind of also this new album is a work from me, Mateo, of course, and him as well. He and we the reason these three songs are from the other album was because that's the first ones that we had worked on with him, and we
Hmm.
loved this the way that he added a new life to it that we decided to bring him back for this album to show them in a new way.
Mm. And it was recorded at Saint-Germain. Saint-Germain.
Saint-Germain, yeah, Le
Saint-Germain, exactly
Studio
just what I
Saint-Germain.
said. It's exactly how I said it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, in Paris. This is where we
In
recorded.
Paris. Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
an honor to be in the studio. A lot of great musicians have passed through
Yeah.
here.
That building looks really cool. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah. So it has the album has different moods, I guess. Like I said, but some are more upbeat, some are less. There's like disco song. The first one it sounds like very disco to me. I don't know. Uh,
Yes. It has a disco
radio,
expression for radio, yeah.
radio, and another thing I noticed is the way they dress. Um, she you don't really look good just walking on the street. Very fashionable.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the way you dress it catches my attention, and also those suits that Mateo wears.
Oh
Those
yeah,
they
yeah.
look really cool. I'm like, man, if
Well,
I wear,
thank you.
I would be embarrassed to wear myself the way I look. But for them, they look so great. The two of them. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.
Well, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're huge into vintage fashion,
yeah,
so.
those sparkles and stars and stuff
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
very glam.
Glam, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah. Very nice, very nice. I like that. I like that a lot, to tell you the truth. Makes
Well,
me feel
thanks.
young sometimes when but yeah, I there are those songs, Guilty by Design, that song, that's also one of my favorite songs. It has all those choruses and the guitars, solos, and there's a lot of keyboards and stuff. I was gonna ask you about the choruses. Were that real chorus, like real people singing, or is that more like electronic? I couldn't tell if there's
It is real people for
real
this.
people.
It's either myself or our drummer, Luca Lopez. He actually
Oh,
had a we kept most of his vocals for backup vocals, but also Mateo. Most of the time it's Mateo. He always adds the backup vocals behind
yeah.
me. And on this album specifically, it's between myself, Mateo, or Mateo's mother. She
Oh,
is a
really?
musician
She's
as well, so sometimes she
okay.
did. I think specifically on All in the Fun, she did
Okay.
the backup vocals for this song.
Oh, really?
So,
Yeah. Another song that I really enjoy is "Turn It," like I mentioned before. My favorite is the funkiest song, I guess. "Turning
oh
Blue"
yeah.
is of the album. There are saxophones or wind instruments there on that song. I don't know if they're saxophones or trumpets. I don't know where.
Yes, saxophone.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The, then there is that cool, very smooth song "Change" you know that album. I don't know if it's the last song, but
Yes.
it's the last song.
Yep, the
Yeah,
closer.
yeah. That's another one. Uh, and the strings in Faces. Is that the song that because if I'm correct, there were no singles that you put out before the album, right?
Nope,
There's
not with
nothing.
this album. There was kind of just nothing, some teasers online, and then
Yeah,
the
and the whole
album.
the
Yeah.
whole package came out.
Yeah.
So I guess Faces is the one that you thought it could be a single if you ever have to publish the first song before the album, or is just why do you
Yeah, I
choose Faces as the one of the songs and the title of the album?
I felt like this song, I was very proud of this song when we had done it. It's some of my most authentic for lyrics, and
Mm,
it just told my how I was feeling when I was doing this album, and just how I was moving with growing up and stuff like
mm,
that, and changing my life and stuff like that. So Faces, I felt like what it meant to me is like, well, we got to find something for the album, and I felt like it was perfect. Mateo and I, we discussed it, and we thought, well, this one
mm,
is it explains, it talks about the song, and it just explains kind of in a way how I was feeling Faces. I felt like I
mm,
had a different meaning for things, so we went
mm,
with this one, and we
mm.
decided, there we go.
Yeah. It's for me, it sounds like you're pushing it like the sound and the style to the years back to all the decades, like all those, and he pushes it the other way, like more modern or puts more like a modern twist on your songs. So it's like a push and pull, like back and forth.
Yes,
I don't
and
know,
it
know how
in
to
a
say.
good it's a perfect balance and a mix because yeah, I'm normally a more vintage based in my
Yeah.
sounds, and he likes a more modern. So we have a take a vintage song or inspired song, and he puts that modern touch on it, and it makes
Yeah,
something kind of new or and
yeah,
for us our sound. So it's a cool mix.
yeah. It's a cool mix. It's 10 great songs that are from this album.
Thank
Uh,
you.
I also you mentioned in one of the posts that there was a change. There was like acoustic version or something, but I don't know if I read this correct. Or were you
I think
going to
we
make? Yeah.
mm, acoustic version. I think maybe we did like a little acoustic video, maybe just a
Uh,
piece.
could be.
Yeah.
I
We'll
wasn't
have to do
sure.
an acoustic version of this song. This is an important song for me, so we'll have to do a little thing like that. I think it could be cool.
Yeah, maybe I just made it up. I wasn't sure, but
No, you're predicting the future. It's
I'm
okay.
predicting what they're gonna be doing next.
Yeah. Shh.
Yeah, don't say it to anybody.
No.
She's gonna go into opera now and forget about blues and soul and everything else. I don't know. No, I mean I really enjoyed it. It just came out 2 days ago, so but it's available everywhere. You know, you can find it Deezer or Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple, or whatever. It's everywhere. So
Everywhere.
everywhere now it's like now you can listen to it once everything is out. It's like she feels like now it's out. It's nothing I can do now. I cannot make any changes now. Forget about
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Whatever came out, that's what it is. If they
Yep.
like it, do you worry about that? Like it's like I don't know how to say it. It's maybe something personal, but in your brain, it's like a positive view and a negative view, like saying I'm doing really well. I think this is going well. In a couple of years, I'm gonna be very famous. And then the other one behind you saying, "What are you talking about? It's like really bad. You not, forget it. You're never going anywhere. You're gonna just do whatever you do, but nothing is gonna be important for." I don't know. I don't know if you
Yeah,
know what
no,
I'm saying. It's like a push and pull between in
definitely.
your head, like saying good and bad at the same time.
Yeah, always every time we do something, we feel proud of it. And then there's something that, yeah, like you said, like a little voice or something that's like maybe you shouldn't be so proud of it.
Mm,
But we've sort of, Mateo and I both have gotten over this thing because I think everybody with their art, no matter what it is, you are proud of it, but then you always are a little bit insecure because you're showing you. So it's a
right.
lot of there, it's opening to a lot of feedback, negative or positive.
Mm,
But in my, what I've learned kind of is it's either you stop or you keep going. And this
mm,
is what we want to do. So if we're proud of it, we have to push through anything that we could feel negative about and hope that it touches
mm.
somebody, our music, and that they will like it. Even
Yeah.
if it's only 10 people, if they love the album, I'm happy, you know?
Well,
So
at least you got one people right now. That's
that's
for
good.
sure. One for sure. I don't know about the other ones, but
That's
you
progress.
got one. You got one at least.
Thank you.
And another thing that I noticed when you sing, it feels to me like you're not faking it. I guess it sounds like you are putting all you got into the
Well, thank
songs.
you.
You
Thank
know
you.
that yeah, like
Yeah.
you truly believe it in what you're singing. You know, sometimes
Yes.
some artists they just do it for you know.
Well, thank you. I'm glad.
Yeah,
That's a goal, of course, to
yeah,
be
yeah,
connected. So
yeah. I really enjoy it. So. When you write, I'm going back to the writing. Uh, do you write for, I guess some are personal experiences, but also you probably write about other things that happen around you and around the world, and you just mix them up, personal and other things into a song. It's because, I mean, you see different perspectives from coming out of you, like I don't know how to say it. It's like when you write a song, is there everything that you write is not about you. It's about other people
no,
or about
it's
situations
yeah,
that happen to I don't know, friends or I don't know or
yes, all the time. I'm always writing sometimes I saw actually a thing with Jack White. He said this the other day, and I felt the exact same way that sometimes I don't feel I'm so interesting in the degree to write about. So I like to write about what I see, stories I see,
hmm,
or with friends. So there's a lot of my music that I write in the perspective that it's me, but it's not. It's the story of somebody else or the story that
Mm,
I've seen, and a
mm.
lot of things, a lot of my writing, I do that.
You're like more observant about
Yes, I like to observe, and it inspires me. So seeing other people, seeing
mm,
different situations, or trying to put myself in a different position,
mm,
it's inspiring for me and my work. So I like to do this often and see what I come up with. So I try to
mm,
write about everything, myself or not.
mm. Can you listen to music at the same time while you do it, while you write, or is not? You don't want to have any influence from other musicians. I'm not a musician. I don't know how to,
Yeah.
but it's like I could listen to a song from anybody and then switch the words and put other words instead of what they are saying and make my own song. But that's a lot of people
Yeah.
does that, but they're not musicians. They're just regular people like me. So I don't know if
Yeah, no, I don't know. I've never actually like when I'm writing, I've never actually been listening to music. Sometimes I write a lot after I see a concert, like
Hmm,
because a concert it inspires me a lot. So if I see a concert, then sometimes the next day I'd write a lot, but the music doesn't necessarily sound like this artist or anything. I think it
hmm,
just puts me in a creative mood. So I don't think I can really sit and listen to like an album while I'm writing because it might
hmm.
distract me.
Influence.
But
Yeah.
sometimes if I'm listening to a lot of music or new
Mm,
artists that I just discover, indirectly I will be more inspired myself to write
mm.
my own thing. I
What about French artists and musicians? Do you listen to a lot of music in French or?
Yes, actually, especially even before I actually had ever been to France and with Mateo, I there was a lot of French artists, specifically old French pop
Hmm,
that I love. But since being with Mateo, he
hmm,
introduced me to a lot of French artists, specifically Serge Gainsbourg. He's a
hmm.
famous French musician from 60s.
Really? I don't know about him.
Yeah, he's very and so his music, because it's a inspiration for Mateo. Now I love this artist and like
Hmm.
Francois Hardy. I'm a huge fan of Francois Hardy,
I'm gonna
and
have to listen to them.
yes, they're great
Yeah.
French musicians that I didn't know, but now I know. So it opened me to a new world of this French international
Hmm.
music, and there's some really, really great artists, and some of my favorite artists now that I've found are
Hmm.
French because
Well,
of Mateo and just researching while I'm here.
well, I'm gonna have to do some of my research myself.
Yes,
I
I think
usually
you'll find.
interview dark wave bands from France. Nothing to do with.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
that's
know
the other side.
that's the other side. That's the one
But
I
there's a
was
lot of
famous.
great French punk music and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
that's
some
true. Yeah.
cool music you'll find.
So another personal question: how different are you from like your character as a musician? Different from how you personally are, like a everyday woman? Is there a difference between the two of you, or is just a mix of the two?
I think it's more of a mix. I think
Mm.
I can maybe sometimes try to pretend to be something, but I can't. It's just however I am is kind of
Yeah,
just how I am. I've decided to just let it be.
let it be.
Let it be.
And when you talk to each other, do you have like a specific vision of what you would like, to come in the future for your project, or is something like it goes day by day? Depends of the.
Well, we have big dreams, of course. We would love
Yeah.
to, but we have like a common thing where if we can just keep putting out music all the time, sharing it, and
Hmm.
traveling and playing music, I mean, that's the biggest goal, just to be able to travel and to live by
Hmm.
traveling, playing music, and sharing music.
Do
But take it day by day.
you enjoy doing being on stage more than sitting down and writing songs?
It's different.
Hmm.
I think it comes from a different because I love sitting down and writing songs, but I love being on stage. But it's two sides. When I'm sitting down writing, it's more personal and more just me. I can be
Hmm.
anywhere, I can do anything, and performing is performing. So it's a
Hmm.
different art that I do love to do, but it's more public art. So it's
Hmm.
more I like, especially as I've gotten older and more comfortable on stage, I love like the thing that David Bowie famously does, but even Tom Waits, who is a huge inspiration for me,
Hmm.
he he puts on an act. It's not an act, but he enters this different state of his performing. And that's something that I've always admired. And I think that's a different art. So I would like to be
Right.
able to enter that state of performing, but I like to just sit down and write my songs and be totally natural to me too. So
Yeah. Very, very, very nice. I really agree with that. Hmm. So, yeah, you're like currently in some kind of preparation for some kind of tour with the you're gonna be playing with the whole band, or it's gonna be just the two of you
we
playing?
have a tour planned for this summer that we're getting ready to talk about our shows soon. But that is we have duo shows, but these are a lot is our quartet shows. We play
Okay.
as a four piece, and we have
Hmm.
some pretty cool shows like a festival I'm very excited for is called Noton Vert, and we get to open for the Stranglers.
Really? The
Yes,
Stranglers?
which
What?
I've always loved this band, so that's one I'm really proud of to announce now.
Wow.
But we've got some cool shows on the list, but mostly four-piece bands shows. But yes, we play in duo too.
Mm.
But that's a
And
different show, so
okay.
it's
Mm.
acoustic and then it's more energy with the band. So
Mm. Is there going to be like a release party of this album in April? Am I right?
yes, yep,
The
April 30th.
April 30th, in France, in I don't know, say 1706 Club or something. I don't know.
1706, I think it's Le Préfecture, 1706, something French, but it's in Montauban, France. And yeah, we're doing a release party and gonna play the whole album and celebrate it.
I guess you still do covers of other music, other bands, and or no, or just of
When
your.
we perform live, it's just all original music.
Hmm.
We had for a little bit like a special cover that maybe we would do. We'll have to find a new one. I like to sit down and think of one that would be kind of cool to do in our style.
Hmm.
But right now, no, it's been all our original music.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. So, do you between songs, are you like very talkative to the audience, to people, or you just go one song after the other until we're done, and then we'll talk or whatever?
Well, I'm pretty shy. That's the thing. I love to play my music, but when I'm on stage, it was hard for me, especially to talk. I used to just love to play my music and sing. It's easy, but to speak, it's I can't do that. So now it's a little bit changed. I talk about certain songs that have special meaning, or I
Hmm.
try to interact, but I also like to. I don't talk too much, you know. I'm not one of those. I can't naturally command like that. I command more with my just my music when I perform.
Well,
But I'm trying to get out of
it
that
might
shell.
change. It might change,
Yes,
right?
yeah,
What
definitely.
about some merchandise? You bring merchandise to your shows at all, or?
Yes, we have CDs, and now with this new album, we have the CDs, but we have posters now, and
Hmm.
we have pins and things like that. So we're trying to come up and maybe shirts or something in the future. We'll have to do a design.
That would be cool
Yeah,
to have a logo or something that
yeah,
is
gotta
very
find
nice.
something good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's cool. That's cool. So for now, you're gonna be playing in France. You're not coming to the US anytime soon, right? I don't.
As
I
of
won't be
right
able to see you. That's what I mean.
As of right now, no. We're supposed to be back in the fall. So maybe
Okay.
we will have something special in the fall, but right now it's not totally planned out yet.
Hmm. Okay. So if I have to see you guys play, I will have to go to France right now.
Right now, yes.
Okay. All right. Just in case, I'll be going in.
Yeah.
I'll be going in June, but I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Well, I'll be going not to France. I'm going to Spain, but it's not that
Oh, well,
far.
hey,
It
we're
ain't that far.
right
It
next
ain't
to
that far.
Spain. Yes,
It
yeah,
ain't
very
that
close.
far. I
Mm.
could go. I could go. Never
Well,
know.
we have to make a trip.
That would be fun, I guess. Let me think about that. Hmm. Well, if I follow you on Instagram and Facebook and all those places, I know that I've been following you, so I know more or less what you guys are doing. Thanks to that, those social media is really horrible, but sometimes it's good. You know,
Yes, exactly.
for some things are really just you can follow them in. I think you got a webpage, AlyssaGalvan.com. I think
Yes, Alyssa Galvan music, I think
music.
maybe.
Yes, Alyssa Galvan music. Yes,
Yes.
even better. And you can buy their album in Bandcamp. Now, I know it's available over there. It's there digitally and a CD, I think.
Yes, yeah, we just put it on Bandcamp. It's digitally and also you can buy the CD. We also have it for sale on the website, alyssagalvanmusic.com. There's a little page that you can buy it there too. So a couple different places to make it easier for
Yeah,
everybody to choose what they prefer.
yeah, and you can buy their previous album, Darling, as well. I think.
Yep, that's still available.
Of course, it just came out in 2024. It wasn't that long ago. So, are you working on new songs and for a future album?
Oh yeah, we've got a
Still
lot.
working.
It was very hard actually with this new album to narrow it down to figure out, okay, these are the ones because we've got a lot of new ones that
Hmm.
I think still deserve a space, so maybe the next album.
Hmm. Will it be like another full album or EP or just you prefer doing albums, whole thing?
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't planned it too much since we had been planning this, but I think if we can, I like to do the full album. It feels like, like a book, and we have the chapters of the book, so I like to do
Okay.
the whole thing.
Hmm. There was a song, "Can You Hear Me," that I didn't pay much attention at the beginning. I mean, not attention, but it just came and went. Then
Yeah.
and then I start listening again and again. It's a really good song. I for some reason, the first time I heard it, I just didn't catch my attention a lot. I don't know why. And then it felt like I was missing a lot. So
Well,
listen to "Can You Hear Me," if you can hear me saying it. It's it's it's
well, thanks. Yeah, this one is a little bit different than the other songs on the album, but
yeah.
I really loved it, so I made sure it still got on the album.
Yeah, I think it's a great. I mean, like I said, the whole album, you can listen to the whole album in one, whatever, I don't know, 30 minutes. I don't know how long it is if you think about it, but I don't know. It's not
Like
that long.
38 minutes, I think,
38, 30. So,
is what it says.
yeah, it just comes and goes really fast. So you have to play it again.
That's
And
right.
especially like me, that I don't know what they're talking about. Sometimes my English is so bad and horrible, and it's hard
Oh
for
no.
me to understand. But it's much easier than to listen to the Dead Kennedys and finding out what they're talking about. So for
That's
the way she
hey
sings,
for me too. I love
so
Jello Biafra, but sometimes
so it's much easier to understand the lyrics, what she sings about. And you're a really cool. I love your lyrics, the way you write. It seems very easy for you to write. I don't know, it's not hard.
yeah, it's more definitely more natural now than it ever has been with my writing. I feel like I've really hit the place where I'm very happy with what comes out. So
Yeah,
thank you. I'm glad you like the lyrics.
yeah, I really
Oh,
do. I really do. So,
thank you.
and I enjoy the way you write and the way you sing, and going, the spark that you carry from those early years, the Delta blues and all that. It's something that a lot of people, especially young people, don't know about. And you're like carrying, I don't know, carrying the torch of that kind of, I don't know.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, so keep doing that.
Thank you. Yes.
So I'll be following you. I'm not leaving you. I'm gonna be around and checking
Good.
you out, and
Well, thank you.
I'll be suggesting my friends to do the same thing and check her out because she has a lot of good, positive music coming out of her brain, I guess. And
Thank
Mateo
you.
also. So
Yes.
next time that I speak with you, if there is a chance to talk to you again, I'll
Yes.
I'll be practicing my French and speak with Mateo.
That would be great.
That would
No,
be
well,
great, right?
yeah. Well, he'll get more comfortable with his English on the the
Yeah.
call.
I used
But
to.
oh yeah, that'd be great.
I learned French when I was like 10 years old and 11. I was really good at it. I was really
Really?
good. I remember in Spain, I was really good. I was talking to all the tourists, French tourists.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
And then I never practiced.
Yeah. Well, hey, bring it back.
Yeah, so
You
it
can you
shouldn't
can
be
practice
that
with
hard for
Mateo.
me if I take it, learn a couple more French and I'll remember all those words. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
No,
great
that's cool.
to talk to you again. And
Yes,
if you,
definitely.
if you ever come to New York one day, if I'm still around, I'll go and see you in one of those clubs, whatever is left in New York. You know,
Yes,
there's
would
still a
love
lot.
to.
You're in yeah. If now in Manhattan, maybe Brooklyn. It's a good spot for you to play in Brooklyn, I think.
Is it? Yeah, you'll have to tell me because I don't know anything about New York, just CBGB and Max's Kansas
Well,
City. So
yeah, if CBGB is gone,
yeah, it doesn't even not even there. So
you can buy some clothes from the store. I guess
yeah.
it's not much there, but there are a lot of nice clothes in New York still. Anyway, but no, I really it was a surprise for me, especially this music because I don't like you guys can tell I don't interview too many blues and soul and funk bands or musicians. I don't know why. I guess they don't want to talk to me. Or sometimes
No.
I just don't. I send the emails to the other people, and how are they gonna answer me if I don't even try? But it was great finding about your music. I think it probably was Instagram the first time I saw you
Oh
guys.
yeah, is that how? Okay, I
I
was
think it
curious
was. I think it was
where.
Instagram, and
Okay.
and for some reason, my head. The last name I thought she was Spanish. I think maybe she's from Cuba. Or, I don't know. Maybe Puerto Rico. I have no idea. But because of the last name, I thought I had no idea. You know. But
Well,
then I
yes,
let.
it is. You were right, actually. My family, from my father' side, is from Mexico. So
Okay, so that's what caught my attention. The last name. I had no
yeah.
idea what the kind of music they were playing or anything. But that's all it took, I guess.
Well, that's cool.
It
Good.
was a great mistake for me.
Yeah.
So
Good. I'm glad.
I'm glad myself. So, my friends and viewers, check her latest album, both of them, I guess, Faces, and you can even listen to her first recording. She's not. She's the acoustic album. Sometimes when I listened the first time, I thought it has like Bob Dylan or something style. I don't know what it was, but
Yes, very acoustic. I was
acoustic.
15 when I did
Yeah.
this album, and
Yes.
it was very folk
Yeah.
inspired. So
So it's great folk Americana. I guess I don't know how to describe it, but
yeah.
it's good. So listen to all their recordings and the new album especially, and it's a great album. What can I say? Nothing wrong with it. 100%. I will give it
Thank you.
from 1 to 10. I will give it 11 and a half. Yeah.
I like to hear.
As long
Thank
as it's
you.
over 10, it's good. So I have to thank you a lot, Alisa. Just wish you all the best for uh, with the project and to Mateo, and keep making great music. That
Thank
you
you.
seems like you're doing what you like.
Yes,
No,
definitely.
no faking it. No faking it.
No,
Whatever you do.
definitely not.
So wish you all the best and
Thank you.
hope to see you someday.
Yes,
Of
absolutely.
course.
Thanks for having
But
me.
I'm very an introvert more than you are, so I'll just sit in the back, like I always tell everybody. I'm not going. I don't like being in the front.
That's all right. I'll see you
No,
back
I'll
there.
just
It's
sit in the
easier
back.
to see the back.
Yeah, probably you're gonna see. Ah, that's the oldest man. It's gotta be him. That's the one in the back. All the young people will be in front.
That's
No,
all right.
just kidding. Whatever, whatever. Thank you so much for your presence in my um, YouTube channel, I guess,
Thank
uh,
you. Thanks
and
for
my
having me.
podcast. And see you again next week, guys. Like I always say, it's nothing better than this interview. So if you want to keep watching this one, it's not gonna get any better. See you guys next week. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
There's a lot of girls I know sitting get it for the tell.